Okay,
Very
ma'am.
good morning to all of you. Saveetha Engineering College is happy to organize this webinar on the topic Opportunities in Medical Device Design and Development. We are very happy to have with us today our guest speaker, Mr. Ramasamy Lakshmanan, Senior Consultant at Sintel from Chennai. I'm very happy to extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Our students will gain knowledge in this area with you today. A warm welcome to you, sir. I welcome all the participants who have joined us today and who will get inspired in this area from our speaker today. Once again, I welcome you all and I request Dr. V. Muthukumar, sir, Professor, Mechanical Department, to introduce the speaker to us. Sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, good morning to all. I welcome Mr. Ramasamy Lakshmanan. He is actually a mechanical engineer. Completed his BE from Alapachettiar Government College of Engineering and Technology. He is my classmate, right? So, he is working as a senior consultant in life sciences vertical of a company, Atos Sintel, having 20 plus experience in product design and development. In that, more than 15 years in medical devices and development. He worked in class 2 and class 3 devices like blood glucose monitor, patient monitoring systems, infusion pumps, endosurgical devices, peripheral IV catheters, etc. He worked directly in on-site with core R&D team in USA, Europe, and Asian countries. So, warm welcome, sir. Now you can
Yeah.
start your session, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you, Mr. Muthukumar. Hi, team. Hope everybody is doing good. And thanks, Saveetha Engineering College, for giving me this great opportunities. Basically, I'm going to share my experience about medical device design and development. So first, about myself, already, as Dr. Muthukumar told, I'm a mechanical engineer, engineering graduate from Alahapa College, Karaikudi. I started my career as a children toy designer. I have worked for some toy companies in designing some toys. Then I moved to consumer goods segment. Consumer goods means washing machine designing with Whirlpool Technologies in Pondicherry. After some time, I joined with Caterpillar Designing Center, heavy equipment designing. From there, then I started my career in medical device designing. Actually, in service industry, when HCL Technology started the medical device designing team, I was one of the team members when we started the medical devices in HCL. Then now I'm working with Atos Sintel in life science team, healthcare and life sciences, as a senior consultant. So as Dr. Muthukumar told, I have more than 20 years of experience in product design and development. In that, initially I designed toys. Toy designing is not a simple thing. Just I want to mention here. Then I moved into consumer goods, then heavy industry. Then more than 15 years, I'm working for medical devices designing. In this 15 years of experience, I traveled all over the world, like USA, Scotland, USA, many cities I worked. I stayed there and I worked there. Then in Europe, like Scotland, Netherlands, and in Asian countries like Singapore, Malaysia, everywhere I stayed there and I worked with their core R&D team of the companies, medical device companies. I hope you must be knowing some names like Medtronics, Cardinal Health, Baxter, Abbott Diabetes Care, Smiths Medical, Philips Medicals, LifeScan. I hope you know these names. In this pandemic situation, we are learning more about medical medicines, medical devices. So currently now I'm holding position as a senior consultant, basically managing medical device design project delivery management and operational management. Then recruiting a good team for designing for our customers. And I'm also training new joiners in our company. So my background, you should be knowing my background, then only you can understand what I'm doing, where I'm from. So now I'm going to share my screen. Dr. Muthu, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
It is clearly visible.
So, yeah. So today's topic, first I want to set the context of this lecture or speech. When from Saveetha Institute of Engineering College asked me to share my experience in medical devices design. So they also told that I have to guide the students who wants to do something in medical devices design and development. So as a mechanical engineer, my point of view will be from my perspective will be from a mechanical engineer only. So in this presentation, I'm going to show you a holistic view, like overview of medical device design and development. What are things will be there in each stages, what and all we are doing, like from concept to manufacturing to product launch. So at the same time, I'll be indicating you where and all we are having opportunities in this field. So let's start. So this is the agenda in this presentation, what and all I'm going to tell. First, we'll be seeing what is a medical device. Every device will not be a medical device. There will be some specific requirement will be there to be qualified as a medical device. Then we will be seeing what are the stages of medical devices, like concept designing, detail designing, prototyping, testing, and manufacturing to product launch. The next topic will be facets of medical device design. Facets means what are the departments, major departments will be involved in a medical device design. After this, we'll be seeing design control of a medical device. Medical device domain is a very regulated domain because it is actually working with a human life. It will be a very regulated domain. So in this domain, what are the things will be regulated, like international standards, regulatory bodies, and project management, company management, what and all we are doing. Then about a topic called post-market surveillance. Then for our interest, some real-time stories, how a medical device saved somebody's life, like that we are going to discuss. So in the each topic, we can see like where and all mechanical engineers having opportunity, electrical and electronics, like that we can see. So what is a medical device first? The human body is a complex unit made up of hundreds of small and bigger parts. God created this as a very efficient and robust system. So we have to maintain this body properly. We have to do our exercises. We have to take good dietary foods, good supplements we have to take. We have to maintain our body properly. So because of laziness or unawareness, we will lose our body condition. And now see the epidemic like COVID-19 is killing a lot of people. So even though it's a robust system, our human body, when it falls sick out of body, body parts break out, wear and tear, or some our body is not very strength enough to fight with the things, human-made product comes into picture for correcting the problem. So unless we are very good, we can survive with our own body part, natural body part, it will be okay. But sometimes for some people, because of due to age factor or something, some accident or something, we may have to have some foreign devices. What and all is other than our natural thing is called a foreign body in our human body. So this human-made products comes into picture for correcting this problem. But no matter what is being placed in the body, it may not good as the original body parts. We will be knowing. You just take our teeth. If teeth falls out, whatever teeth we are having, it's good. But whenever the teeth falls out, when we are putting some artificial teeth, it will not be nice as the original one. So which may also create an unexpected outcomes. Okay. So based on this, medical devices is classified like class 1, class 2, class 3. So as per the regulatory bodies, what they are calling as medical device. If you read the slide, any instrument, apparatus, material, anything used alone or in combination to diagnose our body condition or anything, monitoring our body or giving treatment or preventing disease or injuries. This can called as medical device, or support or sustains human life. Disinfect human medical instruments, devices, examine specimens taken from the human body. So these are all called medical devices. We cannot call everything as a medical device. It should fall under one of these criteria. Medical devices range from simple tongue depressor and bedpans to complex programmable pacemakers with microchip technology and a laser surgical device. So it can be as simple as gloves, surgical gloves, to a pacemaker. Pacemaker means if somebody's heart fails, it's an artificial heart that is called a pacemaker. So these are all called medical devices. So according to their risk, it creates to the patient or the supporter. It's classified into three classifications. These three classification I'm talking in United States FDA classification, Food and Drug Administration. They have classified this as class 1, class 2, class 3. So class 1 devices are low risk devices. These devices pose little threat to the patient or user when it used incorrectly. Medium class 2 is medium risk, class 3 is high risk. Like this, they classified to control, to regulate these medical devices. So what is class 1 medical device? This class 1 medical device present minimal potential harm to the user. These devices are typically simple in design, simple to manufacture, and it has having no history of adverse event. Means a safe use only it's having. So like if you take a toothbrush, with a toothbrush, what injury you can make? Unless otherwise, if you intently or something, if you are hurting with that, otherwise it will not be any problem with the toothbrush or bandages or gloves. So this is called a low risk. So this classified into class 1 medical device. And then we are having class 2 medical devices. This may cause problem, but it will not be a non-serious or a temporary injury. So there will be no threat to the life. So these devices are classified into class 2. Examples are BP meters, ventilators, surgical masks. If a BP meter, what is the problem with the BP meter? BP meter gives wrong reading. Because of the wrong reading, if you are taking medicines wrongly, it may create some problem. So that BP meters or blood pressure meters are classified into class 2. At the same time, surgical mask also class 2. Ventilating machine also class 2, because both can block your nose or make any serious injuries. So this is class 2 devices. So class 3 devices are usually supports or sustain human life. This is like heart pacemaker. Pacemaker, if some heart is not functioning properly, we are using this artificial heart. So this is called a pacemaker. Then defibrillator. Defibrillator is giving shock to your chest and getting your heart beat back. You must have seen in some Tamil films, like in Shivaji, when Rajinikanth falls sick, they will give they will use this defibrillator and giving shock, and his heartbeat comes back. And as well as orthopedic implants. Orthopedic implants means we are having a dental implant, spinal cord implants, hip joints, knee joints, artificial leg. This everything will be classified into class 3 high risk medical devices. So these are all about classification of medical devices. Now we are coming into our main section, the design stages of medical devices. How we are getting inputs, how we are developing that concept into workable thing, and how it is placed into the market. So that we are going to see this. See, first we are getting idea. Then the idea will be something they'll be telling. Then we have to change that into a technical thing, technical specification. And then it will be going to industrial design. Industrial design means a stylishment of that product. Then mechanical engineer will do their work. Electrical electronics engineers, embedded engineers, software developing people, they'll be working as a team. Then we'll be doing a prototype to see how a device will be looks like. Then once everything is getting satisfied, we are doing this verification, validation, testing and all. Now we are getting good thing. We are having good to go for production. We are going for the mold making. Then from the mold, we will be first doing some pilot production, that is called the golden samples. Then once everything is done, directly you cannot go to the market and sell. We have to get some certification from the regulatory body, whichever market you are going to sell. It's in the Europe or it's in the US or in India, everywhere you have to get a clearance certification. Then it's going for manufacturing. Then it's going for product launch. So this is the overall idea. Now we can see each and every phase in detail. So if you see in the top, concept development, then design engineering, then verification validation, design transfer, manufacturing process, product launch. So I created one slide for each phase so that we can discuss in detail. First stage is concept development. First concept development is normally we will be getting some idea to do some kind of product. So voice of customer is here. The customer for the medical device is either a patient or a physicians, the doctors. Our team, the design and development team, will go and interview the doctors, get their idea about a device or something, how they want the device. They may be telling that this should be in a round shape, this should be in a proper height, this should be very small. Like that, they'll be giving word of mouth. They'll be give something. Then with that, we'll be doing the requirement gathering also. So other than the voice of customer in the market, market research will be doing what are the requirements are there for this product and everything. We are little by little building the inputs. Then if any product the same kind is available in the market, we will collect all the competitors products, and we'll be doing a comparative study, how they made that one, what is the plus, what is the minus of this product, what is the plus and minus to this product, like that. We will be collecting everything. This stage is called benchmarking. With all of these things, we will be doing a POC. POC means proof of concept. Proof of concept need not to be looks like a finished product. We can do it by a breadboard or in a cotton box or something. If you see in this picture, they have made this prosthetic hand by a cotton only. With this, the basic idea is to prove the concept, whatever we are thinking, this will be working. Like that, we can prove ourselves, we'll get some confidence. For that, we'll be doing a proof of concept first. Then the proof of concept is over. We will be connecting with the industrial designers. Industrial designers will be having, first they'll be giving some concepts. So this device can be this shape or that shape, like that. We will be creating like 4 or 5 or 6 or 10, whatever concepts we'll be making. And from that, we will be coming down to 3 concepts will be selected. Then final 1 concept will be selected from the concept. This is a concept selection. Once the concept is selected, the industrial designers will be designing how the product will be looking like. It may how much curve you should be having, how attractive aesthetics looks, colors, everything they will be making, and they will be creating this kind of industrial designing. This is called ID designing. After concept, it will be going for ID designing, how it will be working, how if it is placed in the market, whether it is attractive to the buyers or how much useful, and the ergonomics, styling and ergonomics. Ergonomics means if you are using a scissor, it should not hurt your fingers. It should be very easy to handle and to carry, what height it should be there. Everything will be covered in the styling and ergonomics and the industrial designing thing. So up to now, we have created this cover and the industrial designing and everything. We are having this, if doctor must have told it should be holdable, means what we'll be converting that into technical details, like how many centimeters, how many millimeters it should be there, it should be square or rectangle, what height it should be there. Everything will be converted into numbers, technical details we will be creating. So with this, we are having concept development, these things will be there. You just see in this phase, we spoke about voice of customer, interviewing with the doctors and industrial designer, concept development, and styling and ergonomics, everything. So just see who are all having opportunities in these stages: mechanical engineers, pharma people, pharma biotechnology people, and the concept development can do, and electrical electronics. Everybody will be having opportunity in this concept development phase. Next phase is design engineering. Once we have got this idea, what we are going to make, how style it should be there, everything, then we are going to have this 3D modeling. 3D modeling, detailed design. Industrial designer may have given this only cover, they will be giving, this should be like this only. But inside each and everything, we mechanical engineers will be doing this 3D modeling. 3D using the 3D software like SolidWorks, Pro Engineer, like that they'll use, and they'll be doing. With that, the electronic engineer, architecture designer, system engineer, printed circuit board people, and embedded design, everything at the same time they'll be doing in the design engineering. So mechanically, the electrical engineer will be designing this PCB, printed circuit board, and the embedded designing team will be doing this embedded design, how it will be. With this, mechanical engineer will be making a cover using this industrial designer. Within this, mechanical engineers will be making this cover, and they will be placing everything. With that, we'll be doing a prototype. Prototype means this rapid prototype we'll be doing. Rapid prototype means to see the look and feel, but we cannot use this as a actual product. But we can do simple testings and everything. We'll be doing that. So like this, see here we have made this hand with this cotton box, cotton sheet. Now this with the help of a 3D printer, we have made this using this 3D modeling. We have made this quick rapid prototyping. If it is a device means we have created this devices, and we will be looking. See, somebody can visualize everything, but in the whole team cannot visualize everything. So once this prototype comes means they will be looking and they will be measuring everything, and actually they know what's going on with our concept and everything. With this, a lot of decisions will be they'll make that lot of decisions. So in this electrical and electronics having opportunity, mechanical engineers and embedded designing team, of course. Embedded designers will be doing the 3D modeling, this 3D printing people will be there, rapid prototyping they'll be doing, then the system architecture design, software people, everybody will be working parallelly in this stage of a medical device design. Then now we developed a concept and then we did a detailed engineering. This is now almost over. We are having a prototype with all the working parts. Now the next stage is verification validation. In this, once our rapid prototyping is okay, then we are going for a functional prototype. Functional prototype is more than this rapid prototype. In that, we'll be trying to do more or less actual products. We'll be testing everything. This stage we'll be doing verification and validation. What is verification and what is validation? Verification is we are checking the detailed design. It came out properly. 10 mm square we have made means here the 10 mm square is there, and then it will be taking this much load means it'll be checking this much load. And if we are dropping a product from a 1 meter height, whether it is withstanding, this kind of verification activities is called a verification testing. What is validation testing? Validation testing is usability, whether the product whatever we designed is fulfilling its purpose of design. So this both verification validation is satisfied. We'll be going for manufacturing. So before going to manufacturing, we have to wrap up everything. We have to document everything because manufacturing team is totally different team. R&D people will not go to the manufacturing. So we have to give them all the details, the detailed drawing, what material we have to use, how we are going to manufacture, what is the idea, everything we have to give. So that stage is called the design transfer stage. So in design transfer stage, in medical devices, that technical details for manufacturing is called device master record, DMR, as per FDA. In Europe, it's called a design dossier. So in this, we'll be planning for a manufacturing process, how each stage for automated manufacturing, what are the each stage we are having, how it should be optimal if we are going for a mass production, how many people we should be, what are the things we have to automate, everything will be designing there. At the same time, the tool and mold designing team will be designing the plastic part. For designing plastic parts, we are doing this plastic mold making and the tool G-Con fixtures, everything. The same time, the marketing team and our other teams will be looking for supply chain development. Who is going to be, where we are going to send this, where it will be located, how we are going to distribute these things. And the regulatory affairs team will be looking for the regulatory certifications. So these things everything will be conducted in the design transfer phase. Then the design transfer phase, when we are looking for automated process and everything. Sometimes whatever we designed will not be work out in the design transfer, the actual manufacturing. At the time, we may have to change the design for that manufacturing. This is called a design for manufacturing. So we can manufacture everything, of course. Whatever we want, we can manufacture, but the cost will be more. So for a low cost, how we can give a more proper thing will be called as design for manufacturing. And then we have to check with the service people also, because it should be serviceable. So design for service also we will be doing. If we are creating a new type of screw, every screwdriver will not open that. So for that, we have to supply a special purpose screwdriver that is not required. So we have to standardize everything. And then if it is accessible, the inside part should be accessible from a small hole. Otherwise, he may have to open the whole device, everything. So this is called a design for manufacturing. And design for assembly. Assembly also in manufacturing process, the assembly also should be proper. Everything for that will be this kind of designing consideration. Lot of design considerations are there. Design for manufacture, design for assembly, design for shipment, whatever you call. This is called the design transfer phase. Once everything are ready, we will bundle and we will send to manufacturing process. So in the manufacturing process, we are setting up a manufacturing plant first. Either we have to modify the existing plant used for another product, or we will be creating a new machines, installing new machines and everything. In medical devices, whatever software you're using, we have to check it again. As per the regulations, we have to check whether the software, whatever you're using, is doing its intended purpose. In SolidWorks, mechanical people must be knowing, in SolidWorks, we are creating 1 kilogram of steel in this 3D modeling. If you are using that one, if you are making the cube, it should weigh 1 kg. So like this, we have to verify. If you are doing 1 meter square printout, when you are taking printout, it should be 1 meter. So this kind of, this is called a computer system validation. Like that, we have to validate the equipment, product, process, everything we have to validate. In this, they will be calling it as IQ, OQ, PQ. IQ is installation qualification, OQ is operational qualification, PQ is performance qualification. If I can take a small example in this, you are installing a SolidWorks in the system, in your computer. At the time, how we will be doing this computer system validation? As per the instruction, you have to install. If everything is installed as per the manufacturer's instructions, if it is installed properly, it's opening. Installation qualification is passed. And then operational qualification. Open this SolidWorks, open any file, just to create something, and close. Whatever we are doing, these actions, everything is done means operational qualification is passed. Then performance qualification, we have to check, as I told, 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter square, create a 10, then take a printout, just to verify with the scale whether the printout and your design is matching. The performance qualification is over. I'm just telling you this is in the simple way, but this is a very big thing in pharma and medical devices, equipment, product, process validation. There are a lot of opportunities for just doing this things. Quality engineers, they are calling as quality engineers, regulatory affairs people, everything. And once everything we verified, everything is working properly, and mold designing, the mold came, and the mold engineer will be checking in what temperature and what thing the mold is working properly, everything they have to set. Once these things are over, we'll be just doing a batch production or pilot production, like some 100 parts, 100 devices we'll be making, and it will be going for a testing. So with the testing, we have to prove everything and we have to get this regulatory certificate. Everything's the regulatory certificate is over. We are ready to go for production, mass production. Then we can go, we have to send these documents to all our factory workers, operators. We have to train them. We have to educate how to do this stage, that stage, and what will happen, what are the things, everything we have to give a training, and everything should be over. Then we can go for production ramp up. So with this, the mass production is done. Next stage is the big event, the new product launch. So the new product launch, the supply chain people will be taking that to a warehouse. These are all already planned. Then it will be shipmented, then it will be distributed, go to hospital, retailer, individual, or everything it will be going. So we are good. Then once the product is launched, then we have to take a feedback and we can do a continuous improvement. Something will not be in the mass production, something will not work properly. At the time we can improve that devices. Once this device goes to mass production, this will be out of R&D department. Now it will be called as sustenance engineering. Sustenance engineering also same as R&D people. We are having all the electrical, electronics, this mechanical engineers, everything. But they will not do a new product development. They will be improving the existing current products. So some problem is coming, somewhere it's cracking, means we have to check why it is cracking, what's the problem, we have to improve that one. So this kind of continuous improvement will be doing by sustenance engineering team. So every time we need not to be do a new product development. We don't want to do. A lot of companies are doing this sustenance engineering thing only. So some product is going properly, they'll be doing this sustenance engineering only. Okay, then we have seen the thing from concept to product launch, what are the things are there. Then the other perspective, other viewpoint. What are the departments are involved in medical devices design? So this is called facets of like a diamond. The facets of medical device design. So the major departments only I have included in this, like embedded system, software, electrical, electronics, communication, biotechnology, clinical department, pharma, sterilization, mechanical. Other than this, we are having marketing department is there, law department is there, regulatory affairs, quality, lot of things are there. But I have covered only the few major things. So if you see in the top, mechanical, electrical, electronics, biotechnology, clinical, sterilization, software. I just covered this 6-7 departments only. But by listening to my lecture, you might be knowing where and all you are having opportunities in your back of your mind. So of course, in mechanical engineering, we are doing concept development. Concept development, we are having 3D CAD modeling, conceptual design, modeling, everything we can do. Photo, realistic things also we can do. And design, prototype we can do. Product development, solution, functional design, everything we can do. Manufacturing, of course, manufacturing plant, manufacturing, CNC machining, molding, plant operations, everything we can do. Then we have to do packaging design also we can do. Packaging designing, labeling design. Packaging labeling also a very important thing in the medical device design. Regulatory is very much controlling that things. So packaging, material, marketing solution, graphic designing, product promotion, everything. Mechanical engineers do a lot of things. Not only here, regulatory affairs they can do. As a mechanical engineers, I worked in each and every department in my last 15 years string. From regulatory to even I'm supporting software designers to design a software for a medical device, software as a medical device things with my subject matter expertise. So mechanical engineers having a lot of opportunities. Next one is electrical and electronics. Electrical and electronics also vast. They are doing PCB designing. PCB is not a small one. They are doing like 6-layer PCB printed circuit board like that, and they'll be designing the hardware. Hardware means where the electrical components will be coming, whether to buy or design a new thing. And they are doing this microcontrollers. Microcontrollers like a small computer and embedded design. So these things are done by electrical and electronics people. Then biotechnology. Biotechnology means you're using some material, whether it is touching your skin or not touching your skin, whether it is on your skin or inside your skin or inside your tissue embedded like that. If it is touching means, just touching means whether it is up to 24 hours or more than 24 hours or more than 30 days or more than 30 days. Like with this, what are the biological effects will be there like that. Then they are having this biotechnology, this biosensors. The biosensors we can embed in all of our implant in all of our body with the physical signals or thermal signal or our electro psychological signals. It can detect our body condition and it can send to our physicians on our healthcare. It's a vast subject actually. In biotechnology is a very vast subject and it's having very good opportunities in this. And clinical, of course, clinical is a very big thing. So once you start your idea for making this thing from R&D, the clinical pharma people also starting their work. Like in R&D, they'll be doing instead lab studies. They'll be doing. It's called in vitro testing. Within the lab or tissues, they'll be checking. Once we are developing preclinical development, they'll be doing on animals. It's called in vivo. They'll be testing, and they're having this computer modeling test also. They'll be doing. Then once the product is ready, before doing, they have to do a clinical trial. So once you have done your product, you cannot immediately release that to the market. You have to be do some clinical trials, either in pharma, medicines, or medical devices. You have to test in your with human people, human subjects. This clinical trial can be phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 before you are launching to the market. Once everything is satisfactory, only they'll be giving a license or a certificate for you to go on the market in the thing. Then after your marketing, also they'll be doing this phase 4 clinical trials. This data will be continuously monitored by our government regulatory bodies. And then you are having sterilization. Each and every product, medical product, should be sterilized to remove all form of life, like microorganisms, bacteria, or everything can be grown there. So this sterilization is a very important thing before we are marketing. Each and every product will be sterilized. Sterilization by dry heat, autoclaving, irradiation. This is a vast subject. Okay, once you come into this this domain, you will know everything. So these are the symbols on the, if you take some medical device packaging, you can see this, whether it is sterilized by irradiation or sterilized by ethylene oxide or sterilized by heat or not sterilized. Everything will be, you can see this. This is autoclave device to sterilize. So software, of course, without software, nowadays, no product is coming as per this medical device also. So here, I don't want to talk about software. Everybody knows about software, what are the languages, everything you people will be knowing. But here, there is an interesting thing is there, evolving. This is called the Internet of Medical Things. So with this biosensors, we have seen these biosensors. The biosensors will be implanted or stick with your body. The physical signals like our pressure, motion, everything will be, then the thermal signals, how heat, we are having fever, or our body is feeling cold, and then how our brain wave is there, cardiac activity, everything will be continuously monitored by the biosensors, and it will be sent to a medical server. It will be very, very, very productive. Nobody can crack and go inside this one. Only the patient or doctor or the people can be see this. This will be helpful for you for any emergency situation when you're doing sports or something. It's connected. The database is available everywhere. So this can be used in your mobile or in your home and everything. This is very much used nowadays in this pandemic COVID-19 situation. This is very much used. So this Internet of medical things used in telehealth hospital, smart health analysis, remote patient monitoring, clinical trial, continuously taking data, and everything. So now, as I told you, this medical devices is very much regulated. Oh, time is okay. Okay, I have to rush. So it's a vast subject. If you are talking about these things, you can talk for one day fully. So I'll rush up. So this in control of medical devices. So medical devices very much regulated because this is for human life. It's working with the human life. So human life. In this, we are having product standards, regulatory requirements, and management standards. Product standard is for each and every product, we have to standardize. Otherwise, everybody will be making different things, and finally confusion only will be left over there. See, for example, if you go to US or Japan, the power plug point will be like this. In India, we are using differently. If you're going to France or something, but at least this is standardized inside the country. If you're going anywhere in India, you'll be using the same kind of plug and socket. But if you go to US or Japan, you cannot use that one. But you just see, nowadays, we are having this USB plug and socket for charging our mobile devices. How convenient is it is. So like this, to standardize everything, we are having product standardization. For example, these standards will be there. IEC 6060 is for medical electrical equipment. This will be standardizing wherever you are manufacturing in the world. You have to follow this. IEC 60601 means all the products will be in the same condition. Like that, we are having symbols used with medical devices. So whoever is using the symbol, the same symbol they will be using. If it is an electrical shock means that symbol will be used across everything. So this is the importance of product standards. We have to follow this so that this can be used everywhere. So if a medical device is made for India, it will be having this plug. If you are buying from US means you have to have this adapter, everything. You will be knowing that. So these are the product standards. Then we are having regulatory requirements. So each and every country having their regulatory bodies. The regulatory bodies is a framework. For if you are taking USA is having FDA, Food and Drug Administration. In European Union, they are having this UMDR, European Medical Device Regulation. In India, we are having this Central Drug Standards Control Organization. This is a framework. This framework will be telling how you have to manufacture your device, what are the things you have to follow and everything. The basic idea is if you are controlled from its organization, this origination to manufacture disposal, the device also will be good. So this is a basic idea of having regulatory requirements. And then we are having management standards. So the quality management standards for medical devices is ISO 13485. How we have to do our documentation, like a device company will be having a quality policy. So in the quality policy, it will be telling why you are having this quality policy, who will are doing this one. Then standard operating procedures. The procedures will be telling who will be doing what and when they have to do, where they have to do. In the each and every SOP, we'll be calling the procedures, will be having the work instructions. The work instruction will be telling how you have to do, what you have to do, how to do. And each work instruction will be having the forms and sheets and everything. This is the objective evidence. So whenever the auditor is coming for checking whether we are following or not, we have to present this objective evidence. So recap, only we are having 10 minutes. I'll be doing a quick recap. After this also we have some more topics. So what we have seen, design and control. Design control means the product standards are there, regulatory requirements are there, management standards are there. Then what are the departments are working in this? Mechanical, electrical electronics, biotechnology, clinical trial, sterilization we are doing. The design stages, concept development, design, engineering, verification, validation, manufacturing, launch. But with the successful product launch, our responsibility is not over. Yeah, this will not be over. With that, once you launch the product, your responsibility will be more now. So what will happen after that? Post-market surveillance. So each regulatory body or each country is mandating the device manufacturer to check how the product is doing. Is there any adverse events, any death or everything is there, any complaints are there? You would see this customer feedback you have to take, events you have to take, compliance, reportable items. Yeah. With that, we'll be doing whether the product can be in market or it will be withdrawal from the market. Everything will be monitored continuously by the product manufacturer, medical device product manufacturer, as well as the regulatory bodies of the country. If some device, medical device is not working properly, if a lot of deaths are there, even the product designer can go to jail. The products can be withdrawn and a lot of lawsuits will be put on them. So it's very, very serious business. So once we have done this design and development, our responsibility will not be over. We have to do this post-market surveillance. According to the post-market surveillance, we can improve the product. If the product is really successful, this can be launched into new markets. Like if it is launched in US, they'll be checking about launching in Europe or Asian countries or Japan, Australia, everywhere. So now, relax time. So real-time story. Smartwatch saves life in Indore, India. So what happened? This really happened, this one. The electrocardiogram feature on the smartwatch. This person, Raj Khan, having a smartwatch. And he was not having simply that one, the 61-year-old man was not having. He'll be always checking his heartbeat, ECG cardiogram, always he'll be checking. But he felt unwell in March and he was looking at this heartbeats and everything, electrocardiogram. So he got something wrong. He felt something wrong and immediately he went to his doctor. The doctor fortunately diagnosed that he had low ejection fraction, some valve problem in the heart, required immediate heart surgery, otherwise he may die. So immediately he underwent a mitral valve replacement surgery and doing good now. This is because of this is also a medical device. You can consider this as a medical device. So smartwatch saves a life in Indore. The same smartwatch, what happened here? So this happened in the United States of America, Washington. Bob Brundit, a person named, he was doing cycling, this biking, mountain biking he was doing. Suddenly, he fell down, a hard hit on his head and unconscious. So nobody saw him fall. When he is falling, nobody was seen. But few minutes later, an ambulance came and took him to the medical center. What happened? Nobody seen on how he was rescued. The answer was his smartwatch again. Yeah, the smartwatch having emergency feature that if the smartwatch hard fall and then no activation, immobile for 60 seconds, it will automatically call the ambulance. In US, it's 911, it called and it saved a life. Beautiful, isn't it? So these are all the IoT, the Internet of Medical Things is coming up now. And then we can see what are the top 10 medical device companies, and then some videos we can see if time is there. So these are the big companies. More other than this, lot of companies are there. For your idea, I have given this Medtronics, Johnson & Johnson, Thermo Fisher, Abbott, Philips, a lot of companies are there. So Dr. Muthu, do we have time? I think we don't have time to see videos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
So I have only 3 videos. Just it's showing how this is proof of concept for a ventilator. So they don't want to be a finished product, but this is actually we are checking our concept whether the concept is working or not. See, in the tabletop itself, they have created a proof of concept for a ventilator to pump in the oxygen into a patient. So this is called a proof of concept. And then what I'm having, manufacturing of medical devices. Okay, this is I have taken from some other company. So this is you can tell a concept design, and this is into 3D modeling we are doing. Now this is the injection molded into a plastic. So this is parts got assembled. And then this is packaging, thermoform packaging with sterilization. And this is packed, conditioned for shipment. And this is shipped to the end user. So worldwide delivery, they are doing this. And then this is a story about in Stanford. Some Indian engineers made a simple device for using with the pacemaker. So this device will be useful when you are replacing this pacemaker. How much should be put inside the heart? So you cannot just like injection, you cannot insert that small needle. So with some ice sticks, we are using for ice now. That ice sticks, they made this device. These are the Indian engineers actually. So see, it's small. We don't want a very sophisticated R&D development and all. Just we are using this ice cream sticks. They have made this device. See? With this, when you are rotating this one, it will show how much depth that needle or something gone into your heart. So with this, the surgeons find easy for making sure that is not punched that heart throughout. That's optimal level only event. With this proof of concept, they made this as a this 3D modeling thing. They made as a workable products. So he is talking about this device, how it's working. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I think I have taken now 1 hour properly.
Yeah. Exactly 1 hour, sir.
Yes.
Very nice. Now we have some questions, sir.
Sure.
So the participants have some questions. I will read. You can please.
First, you can understand, or I was rushing through, or you can understand what I was explaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sir, you started from the design to end product. So the participants had very good feedback they given in the chat box. So very nice
Because
things, sir.
see, mechanical engineers can work anywhere and everywhere. That there is a plus point also, there is a minus point also. So they can go to a rocket designing also, at the same time ship also they can do, automobile also they can do. But in medical devices, what are the opportunities we are having? If some of our people are electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, anyone is come to our domain, my domain, like medical devices, I'll be very happy. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. We got a lot of feedbacks. Nice presentation, very clearly explained.
Mhm.
All those things. Now we have some questions also, sir.
Yep.
So I will read one by one.
Mhm.
In class 2, is it the whole ventilation device or just the ventilation mask or the pipe? Or the pipe?
No,
That is the question asked
if
by.
we are going into that thing, um, we cannot decide that one. Actually, if you are taking FDA is having a website. There you can go and check. There are a lot of things are there, like combination products or something. As the questioner rightly asked, um, it depends. If you take a blood glucose monitor, the needle is a um, different classification, but the device is a different classification. So that we have to check with the FDA people, or they will be um, finalizing that. It not us. Just for overall idea how they have given that classification, I have explained.
Yes, sir. Next question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Being an engineer of medical devices design, we have to look for sales part
Mm-hmm.
to launching of products comes in sales part. Is it right, sir?
No, there are a lot of different things are there. If you are working in a SolidWorks, you can be a SolidWorks designer only. You don't want to look after the whole design and development. Like in software, coder will be different and the architect will be different. Like this, the 3D modeling is different. Like that, R&D is a different thing. Regulatory is a different department. Marketing is a different department. You don't want to worry about marketing and everything. So actually, there are a lot of phases will be there. And the end of each phase, we have to get the budget allocated from the marketing the from the our top department or something who is a product owner. So if we are successful, if we are doing very good and marketing is good, marketing will be deciding whether they need or not. Sometimes when I was working, I have experience like everything was going good, but suddenly they stopped the project because the business wants to focus in something else. So they hold up the project after 2-3 years only. They want to start it again, but at the time, whole thing was different. So as a R&D engineer or a subject matter expert in medical device, you don't want to worry about financial things.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
Next question. Tell about O2 production plant. Somebody asked this. It is in your.
O2 production plant, what they want to know that. See, normally when
Clearly.
yeah,
Yeah.
so as everything else, if you are getting a new device or something for production or anything, we'll be getting a proper training. So as in medical devices also, if you are coming into my company and if you want to work means you cannot immediately work. Even though you qualified as a engineer or anything, again you have to do lot of compliance trainings. Then only you're qualified to work in this department. Then if you want to work for a Johnson & Johnson or something, at the time also you'll be having more trainings like that. If you want to purchase or produce or install work on O2 plants, there are a lot of guidance are available from government and from the company who is producing that one also. So at that time they will give all the trainings for you. Don't worry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next question. Any idea about cyber attacks based on IOMT?
Yeah, there are a lot of IoTs are there. The cyber attacks are there. For that only they are using. If you are a software engineer, you must be knowing there's a thing called a blockchain. black box or blockchain something. They're using that one. They are telling that this blockchain is used for this Bitcoin thing. It's very very protected and very good one, it seems. So it will be there. If there is police is there, there will be a thief like that. Whenever technology is evolving, people will be attacking that one. But we have to. That is an opportunity for us. If something happen, problem only, will be having opportunity. Okay, each and every problem will be an opportunity for us.
Okay, sir. Next
Yeah.
question. What is the lifetime of pacemaker?
Pacemaker, see, they are telling like 10 years, they are telling like 20 years, but it depends. When first they started, the lifetime was very less. Now it's getting improved. The pacemaker is also nowadays getting connected with other devices called is Internet of Things. So they are improving their pacemakers. But you forget everything. When I start the lecture, I told you our original body parts are very good. Okay, don't go for, if your teeth is not good, don't go for a artificial one. It will not, you cannot compare our original human body, God created thing, with our the other human made things. Okay, so be fit, do all your exercises, drink a lot of water, food and everything. Same thing only I'm telling. Try to keep your original
Yes,
body.
sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Next question. Kindly tell something about a software product in medical industry.
Software product nowadays, the medical devices, software as a medical devices itself, it's coming everywhere. Software is there. If you're, as I told you, this blood glucose meter, only the needle and the chemical thing is by mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, and the pharma people. Everything else is by software only. The artificial intelligence will be detecting and it's learning. Machine learning will be there, how a body is behaving and everything. And the same thing with the ventilator, same thing with the pacemaker, everything, everywhere. Nowadays, you cannot avoid software in a medical device or anywhere. So everywhere we are having softwares, but the concept will be same for everywhere, but the uses will be different. How intelligent you are using
Okay.
for each and everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Next question. What are the essential skills for the mechanical engineer to join in medical prototype industry?
Good, 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 good. See, I'm a mechanical engineer. Actually, Mr. Dr. Muthukumar, we everybody was studying in the same place. Muthukumar became a professor, and I became a medical device person. So how I started, it'll be, I was very good in sketches. Dr. Muthukumar was also telling freehand sketches and everything. I can imagine more. So I started my career with CAD designing, Pro E, SolidWorks CAD designing. From there, I'll be making models, toy designing. I did. I learned something. When you're working itself, you can learn a lot of things. Unfortunately, while studying, I was not very much concentrated like Dr. Muthukumar. It was good for me also. Because of that only I came here. Otherwise, I might be a professor. I'm kind of a lost bencher, you know. Then I went into this washing machine designing. There also I learned a lot of things. And I came into this heavy industry and then medical device designing. So anywhere you can start your point. The thing is, you should be ready to learn. You can learn software also, anything you can learn. But the basic qualification is you are ready to learn and your attitude. That's all. You can
Yes.
shine anywhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Next question. Are regulation for the devices country dependent or any world level regulatory body is there?
No, it's a country level only for now. There are a lot of things are there. I told the ISO 13485 is a standard. Okay, ISO, whatever it's calling, International Standard Organization, is standard that you have to follow line by line. If you are trying to follow, you have to follow line by line. But the regulatories are like framework. It will guide you. Means if you are doing a drop test, you have to follow some standard, some ISO standard or IEA standard, some standard you have to follow. That kind of regulatory framework only it will give guidance. So regulatory body is different, standard is different.
Okay. Next
Regulatory
question,
body is
sir.
country dependent. You're correct. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Is there any specific course after mechanical engineering for medical device manufacturing company? Anything is there, sir?
No, actually,
Specific course?
you might have realized that the product designing is same everywhere.
Yeah.
Only the regulatory regulations and thing is different.
Yes, sir. Sir, tell about recent innovations relating to COVID pandemic situations.
A lot of good things came in ventilator. Ventilator was more complicated before. Now there are a lot of simple designs came out. That was I was looking, because for last 2 years no other medical devices was going, like tender and everything was very low. We are seeing a lot of manufacturing plants newly set up for medical ventilators.
Okay. Okay, sir. One student asked, sir, if I am not getting campus placement in medical device industry, then is it better go to off campus, or what is the requirement to get into medical industry, sir?
So
This is the
I hope you are a
question he
mechanical
asked.
engineer, huh? So mechanical
Yes,
engineer.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
sir.
basic. So you're ready to learn. That's a basic thing, and you should know basics of engineering or 3D modeling, anything. If something is there, only we can build on that one. Okay. If you don't know anything, you are not useful for anywhere. So you have to learn. Just try to learn mechanical engineer or anybody. Try to learn this software. Everybody can learn software basics. So if you want to be an architect only, you have to work in software industry. Otherwise, you knowing software is not a problem. If a mechanical engineer, try to learn 3D modeling. 3D modeling is a very must thing. If you are a mechanical engineer, if you don't know 3D modeling, as a recruiter, I will not entertain you. And communication. If you want to go, if you want to travel, if you want to speak with your clients and anything, you should know good English communication
Yes, sir.
and
Yes,
good
sir.
attitude. Yeah.
Yes, sir. One final question, sir. Is there any advancement in UVC disinfection? Whether it have any future scope, sir?
What is
You,
UVC? Uh,
yeah,
See, I'm a mechanical engineer. Okay, I don't have know lot
Pavitra
about
is, yeah,
medical terms.
okay, medical related. One
Medical terms, I
student, I
don't know.
think so.
Yeah, yeah.
Pavitra.
Pavitra, I think
Pavitra,
you're a biotech or a
Pavitra,
pharma
you have,
person.
yeah,
So if this
maybe,
kind of
yeah.
questions comes, means we are having a team
Ultraviolet,
of people. Yeah,
sir, sir,
yeah,
one thing, sir.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ultraviolet disinfection, they given, sir. Medical electronics department, that
Mm-hmm.
student, they,
No, Pavitra, I don't have idea. Sorry, I have to research on this. Yeah.
okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir, for this
Thanks a lot.
particular question and answer session.
Yeah.
Now we have the concluding session. Ma'am?
Thanks for the opportunity, students and participants. Please give your feedback about my presentation and my lecture. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes. Now, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you, sir. It's my great honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for today's webinar. I would like to thank the guest speaker of the day, Mr. Ramasamy Lakshmanan, the Senior Consultant, Chennai, for sharing his experience on medical device design and development, which is very much needed in this pandemic situation. Thank you, sir. Next, our thanks to our management, principal, vice principal, deans, HODs, faculties, and staffs for helping and supporting in conducting this webinar. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the participants without whom this wouldn't be happening at all. Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session. Now I hand it over to Raji, ma'am.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. It was a very good presentation, a very informative session also. Thank you very much, sir. So we have put the feedback link and e-certificate link in the chat now. Participants can
Yes,
click on the
madam.
link, fill the feedback, and you can get your e-certificate in your mail immediately. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, team. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ramasamy, sir.